MasterBoris is back with a new video. What's good in the hood? Chicken nuggets with some hot sauce on them combos today. Another reaction video. This is an interesting one right here. Shout outs to the Crimson Q. But we're gonna react to this one. Title of this video: Women with no self-esteem tells rapper she will do this to get on stage. Another groupie tales, bro. Another groupie tales, and I see it. What she got on there? She probably on Instagram. That look like Instagram. From Hollywood Unlocked, fan tells DaBaby she wants to give him oral sex during a meet and greet. Let's get right into the video.
I'm going to play this clip. This is a very short clip of a big girl who is walked up to rapper DaBaby, and she tells him that she want to give him top. That's what she says. But she also says something else quite interesting, and just watch the interaction. I'm going to make it full screen.
For what? You got it, but not trying to go.
You put me on stage.
You told me you wanted to do it? Oh, shit! You still want to suck it, dude? After all this time?
Yeah. I've been celibate since 2021.
Probably cuts up too, don't you? Mouth got that extra pocket.
Bruh. This plate eater gonna say she been celibate since 2021. Okay, let's entertain that. I get that's dedication. You know what I'm saying? She want to give it to DaBaby. You know what I'm saying? Give him oral sex during this meet and greet we see right here. I mean, listen. This might sound mean, but it's great that you're practicing celibacy, right? But regards to celibacy, you need to practice celibacy on food. Do intermittent fasting or something. Now, I know some of you fellas probably watching this video like some BBWs, and you like to get that Rikishi on from these girls. But you got to understand, man, these chicks out here that are overweight, fat, they need to get on the grind. They need to stay healthy, get in the gym, and be at their normal weight. Because as they get older, they're going to get more unhealthy. You see what I'm saying? I'm more concerned of that. She need to dedicate herself going to the gym. Is what I'm saying to y'all. We gotta do better. We have to have a stronger mental and physical capacity. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, let's ride out.
She says, "You don't remember me?" He says, "From where?" She says, "From Cincinnati." Then she says, "I told you I wanted to suck your..." That's when he falls down, and he like, after all this time. And she says, "Yeah, I meant what I said. I've been celibate since 2021. So I'm assuming." Did she say this in 2021? Like, I'm trying to figure out the significance of 2021. But this is not the first time that she has encountered DaBaby, maybe backstage or maybe at a meet and greet or what have you. And she degraded herself the first time. And here she is back degrading herself a second time. So the first time she said it to him, he obviously didn't allow it because it didn't happen. And so now she's back, however much time later, to degrade herself again to see whether or not the second time she degrades herself is going to be the charm. Like, it's the low self-esteem for me. Beloved, the way in which these chicks be clout chasing these men, these rappers and singers and entertainers and athletes and whoever else, Why are you showing up? You know, if you had this much dedication to a good diet and a gym routine, you wouldn't even feel the need to degrade yourself like this.
So, am I wrong for saying what I said earlier? Am I wrong for saying what I said earlier? Like I said, I know some of y'all fellas like the BBWs, you know. But then again, you got some men that will get with those types of females because they have low self-esteem, because they feel like they can't get a quote-unquote baddie. You know, where's the dedication on your health and your weight? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, let's ride out. Let's let her cook.
If you show as much dedication, if you had been dedicated to your health from 2021 up until now, that's 5 years, you would have been at your goal weight. You would have been a whole baddie. You would have been at your goal weight. You would have been able to fit the clothes you wanted to fit. You would have been able to, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't nobody even be able to tell you nothing, girl. You think.
And you see that she's holding her titty while she's talking to him? Because like them big old bitties about to fall off from that little ass dress she got on. And then I'm seeing in the comments, one girl say, "Hear me out. If Chris Brown is this close to me." See, y'all gotta pay attention to what these women be saying on social media, bro. Because you never know. You might be dating these types of females. You might be dating, you know, these women, you know what I'm saying, that could be your love interest. And they're saying some stuff like that. And they have, you know, a groupie mentality. But yeah, let's ride out.
That if he entertains you and lets you give him oral, that somehow this is going to validate her. This is what she's looking for. And I be telling y'all, men's sexual access, when you have chicks like this, the hoes, the low self-esteem girls, you know, these types of women, the sex alone, the men giving or allowing the sexual access to them is a validation to them. If he allows this, then she will think, this is how chicks be getting delusional, because she will think that she belongs in the same spaces as the pretty girls, because she was able to finesse her way, talk her way, beg her way into a sexual situation with a man that she knows for a fact has options for women that look way better than her. She knows this. So she called herself shooting her shot. Doesn't occur to these chicks that you're begging a man to allow you to have some kind of sexual contact with him for your own validation, because you don't have good self-esteem, not for a relationship. He's not going to choose you. He's not going to be with you. He's not going to love you. He's not going to get into a relationship. He's not going to do any of this stuff. None of it. You getting up to his hotel room to get him some top is not going to snowball into nothing else. You will be the laughing stock. So many different ways this can be going wrong. The fact that, listen, I'm glad he didn't let her do it the first time. Here's hoping that he didn't go for it the second time, because at this point you stalking me and you might be crazy. Because if I give you any portion of me, I might have to fight you. And you kind of big, so I might have to get my bodyguard on you.
I told you, man, like, you gotta be careful with these big women, man. They gonna do the Rikishi on you. The stank face and all that. Hey, Just leave them out of this, especially the low self-esteem ones. Leave them alone. Let's ride out.
Cause ain't no way. Ain't no way, beloved. This reminds me of another video that I did maybe about a year or two ago. I'm not sure how long ago, of a chick doing something similar to another guy. I don't know if he was a rapper or just like an influencer or whatever. I think he was a rapper. And she told him that, and he like checked her. He was like, don't say that. Like, don't put yourself out there like that to nobody. Not me and not nobody else, because it's
She probably talking about Duke Dennis.
degrading. You don't want people to, think of you a certain way. You want to be able to represent yourself better than that. That was basically what he was telling her. Like, this is not a good look for you to come up to a man, because you don't know me. Right? So he took more of like a big brother sort of position with her, in basically telling her this isn't going to happen and why. Like, this isn't a good look. This was not something you were supposed to do. Women don't do this. Women with any type of integrity women don't move like this. Hoes move like this. Don't do that. Don't put yourself out here like a hoe. But you got these girls, they don't think much of themselves, and they think letting a rapper run through them or letting him and his crew or whatever it is, they think that's validation. They think that, hey, I made it. I don't know where they think they made it to, but they swear to God they done made it somewhere. They swear. They swear that they have made it somewhere special, and that's just it. She gonna brag to, if she get anywhere, if that man let her anywhere near him like that, she gonna brag to all her friends. You're not gonna be able to tell her she fat and not flattering. You're not gonna be able to tell her that. I was with the baby, and you'll never hear the end of it. Nobody will never hear the end of it. Beloved, go count some calories and get in the gym. Count calories, get in the gym. You still young. You still a young woman. Your body will transform quickly. You not an old lady. So your body will snap into shape as soon as you start working out. I promise you. You'll be a whole different woman. But would she even listen to some advice like that? Who knows?
So me and her was thinking the same thing about that plate cleaner, bro. But shout outs to the Crimson and Cured, man. Still fighting a good fight. But yeah, fellas, let's have a conversation in the comment section down below. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I do a variety of videos here, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.